by the bay, the city that rocks, the city that never sleeps.
Marconi plays the bomba. Listen to the radio. Don't you remember? We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. We built this city.
Hello and welcome back to Biophobia, the City Locked Ultimate Ironman series. Last episode we completed the feud and got our thieving up to 65 by making money blackjacking. We also spent some time getting 35 fishing and attempted our first Temporos kill. This episode we'll be doing a ton more Temporos kills with the hope of getting some planks so that we can train construction better and basically kit our house out a bit more. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Okay, so that's a second kill, but it is really tight on inventory slot. If I have one more inventory slot, I can manage it in one trip. So it does mean I need to say goodbye to one of these weapons. I want to get rid of the scimitar, but it is horrible to get back. It's a consideration. I don't know, I don't really want to get rid of it. If I could get rid of the coins somewhere, that would be ideal. And I'm considering just buying lore runes then, until I have 0 left. So then I'd have this perfect amount of inventory spaces. The limpwort seeds are a bit annoying. I do have like lost if I drop them, but I suppose it wouldn't be the end of the world. But it is, it's a lot of farming XP and a lot of stuff. How do I get out of here again? I don't really want to drop those. I think I'm just going to spend all my money. So once I've spent all the money, I will only have my lore runes. It means I can come back. I just need to be able to get to somewhere to pickpocket people again. So I can get my money for the carpet ride here, go back down and start blackjacking again. So that is a possibility. And I'm going to drop this for weight purposes. And this would be the best thing to get rid of, actually, but I do want a melee weapon still. Oh, and there we go. That's all the runes. So if we get rid of our money, we now have some money in lore runes, which should give us enough inventory spaces to do a ton of kills on. I'm not really sure how long I'm going to go for at Temporos, because once I start looting, then it's gonna decrease my chance of getting kills. So I don't really know how many I'm gonna do, but I need to do quite a lot, I guess. Because one of the things I can obviously do, I get a bit of construction XP as I'm even doing Temporos from repairing things. The goal I'm at is 42 construction, which is 45k XP. I'm currently at about 5k. And you can probably get at least half of this from Temporos, honestly. I think if I get 20k XP, then that's when I'll start looting. But I think this should be perfect in terms of inventory slots. It should be absolutely perfect. But we will see. Wait, who's this geezer? Out we go. Man, this is great. All this XP we're getting. But yeah, I think this one inventory slot has just made this infinitely easier. Nope, that's it. 2 inventories, done. I think that's probably the play for this account, especially while I don't have the Spirit Angler's outfit. Okie dokie, right, so this is my 50th Temporos kill. So just to give an example, I'm in a bit of a mixture between sort of more of points efficient kills where I have a lot of run energy, because it's really what is limiting me right now is the run energy, and then just a kill where I just send everything and I can actually restore my. If I do 2 kills like I've just done, where I just get 5 permits. If I do 2 of those in a row, I'll be back at enough run energy to carry on like doing a more points efficient one in the future, where I actually do like 3 rounds and do like double inventories, where I can get between 8 and 9 permits. I've had like a quite fast kill of like 549 PB, and I got 7.5k points, which I think was 9 permits. So I'm doing quite well. 287 permits right now at 50 kill count. It's going very well. I'm at 32 construction, 17,000 XP through, so 3,000 or 2,250 shy of where I want to be. As I say, once I'm 20k, I will turn in those permits for my planks and start doing the construction normally. But yeah, it's been really good just repairing the totem poles for the construction XP. Apart from that, I'm obviously 60 fishing, which is quite nice. I'm not really sure particularly whether that's going to help outside of Temporos or not. And I'm at 36 cooking as well, which is sort of nice and helpful. I'm making good progress here. I will make another clip once I'm actually at 20k. But okay, I've just gone over the threshold for 20k construction XP, so I'm pogging now. I just hit 62 fishing. I think, where am I up to on kill count? Oh, I don't even know. I just logged on again to do this kill. So, yep, now that after this kill, I will probably go do some permit turn-ins. Okay, so let's set some expectation for these Temporos turn-ins. At 62 fishing, these are the type of fishes that I can expect to pull from the rewards casket. And then looking at the rest of the drop table, oak planks are a very, very common drop for here. So we're expecting to get a few of these. Also, if we get any of these much rarer drops, that's pretty cool, but kind of completely useless for the account, barring, except of course, the Tome of Water, which would actually be pretty nice. We have quite a decent amount of pulls here, so let's see what we can get. Oh. 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 We're at 200 planks. Really not doing well on oak planks, which is the only thing I want. I'm about halfway done here. Oh, there's the first oak planks. Oh my days. I got so unlucky. Oh. Oh. Bro, 55. How many do we need again? We need nearly 400. Ay ay ay. I want to high alk these, one of these. It's actually insane. What is this, man? Oh dear. Well, that is it. So I got 2 tomes of water, which I don't think I even want one of. 39 pages. I don't know how rare the pages are. So the tome of water is 1 in 1600. The soaked pages are 1 in 53. The oak planks are 1 in 32. Steel nails, feathers, and fishing bait are all rarer pulls than oak planks. In fact, so are seaweed is more rare. Steel nails are more rare. Feathers are more rare. And fishing bait is more rare. Almost double the rarity of oak planks, and I pulled oak planks twice. I think I'm being trolled. This can't be right. Yep, I think I actually got completely griefed here. I don't understand. I think I got so unlucky. Well, in the meantime, let's open these caskets. Because why not? Rune Medhelm, nice. Rune Full Helm, very nice. Second Rune Full Helm. Second Rune Full Helm. Well, I'm going to keep one of the Tomes of Water, obviously. Why not? I have this now, but we'll keep going. Rune Chain Body. Oh, this is great. These are great pulls. Now, I think I've actually completely griefed this as well because I actually wanted inventory space. But I'll go sell a few of these to a general store, I think, or alch them. I can go to Ardoon. Yeah, I should alch them. because obviously I've got my free water runes now. So I mean, things like fishing bait, I don't want it at all. I don't know what I want with spirit flakes, but I do want to alch this. I don't want a second one. There is no point. Oh, it says it has an alch value, but you can't alch it. Alch these duplicates. Okay, I finished my alchs, but now I've worked out I can actually sell the tome here. So done. Boom, gone. So I decided that I want to go to my house, but I want some air runes. Actually, I'm not sure if I do want air runes. Actually, hang on. Oh, too late. I didn't click away. So I should be able to pick up runes from the tutor up here. So I can go to a few places now. I need to get to... Oh, I wanted to go to Catherby. Well, I'm completely trolling. I'm completely trolling. I don't want air runes at all. But I'm going to go to Catherby so that I can start using up these fish. I mean, I might keep some that I can actually use as food. Things like the lobsters would be nice to keep, actually. I don't think I want the swordfish. Salmon as well could be quite nice. Regardless, what's the first thing I can actually cook here? But yeah, we'll work through these, cook them all, and then we'll have some food for a bit, which will be useful. And then we'll go use up our planks afterwards, I think. Is the play to use the planks first or afterwards? But basically, the plan is with the planks that I've got, I will have to go back to Temporos for sure, because I got really unlucky with the pools. I looked at it, it's just I got really unlucky, which is not really the worst thing in the world, but it just kind of sucks. I'll have to go back. It won't be too bad because next time I actually go on to Temporos, then I'll actually be able to get more XP because it's the construction XP you actually get is based on your level. And I've got halfway here by only doing Temporos. So I'm quite happy to do the same again. And I can even, I think I can play games where I just target construction XP, where I run around grabbing all the broken like totem poles and stuff. So realistically, it's not a big deal that I didn't get them, but it just feels kind of bad when I'm like looking specifically for oak planks and I got loads of stuff that was rarer than oak planks. The actual amount of planks that I need is either 869 normal planks or 420 oak planks. So I have quite a lot of the way towards what I actually need, but won't be all the way. So get me quite far. So actually, change of plan since the last clip. You may be wondering where I am right now. Now, I am in the Giants Foundry area, which is in itself it's part of the thing I'm including, and obviously this whole like plateau is just part of the same like area basically, according to the music tracks. So it's pretty helpful. I'm here to kill hill giants. I thought rather than just drop all the food that I'm using, I should take this as an opportunity to actually use it to train combat. And I can basically stay here for absolutely ages, to be honest. It's a good job I didn't drop my adamant scimitar. So I can use my rune armor that I don't want to go back to Temporos with because it will slow me down here. I can kill hill giants, I can get prayer XP, I can stack up more limpwort seeds, I think they drop them. I'm going to use all the food I've got here to actually just spend a load of time killing these, which also means I want to open the rest of these caskets to try and get the best rune armor I have, so I can have the best defensive setup I can possibly have whilst I'm fighting them. And so so I unnote the food in the cave. There's a bank chest in there, and then I take it to the furnace, which is up, you just saw me do up here in the cooking range. I cook as much as I can. I come down, kill the giants until I use up all the food, and then carry on. So I'm very happy with this. It's going to be a bit of an alternative plan. There's obviously not what I actually wanted to go for, but since I got so few planks from Temporos, I think it makes probably the most sense to do, which I'm very now happy that I did spend all the time getting all the stats up so I can use all the rune stuff that comes from the chests. Unfortunately, they don't drop weapons. The chests, they only drop rune armor, but they do have I could potentially pull full rune from this. In fact, we'll do it right now. Try and pull whatever we can. I can always return here with the minigame to. Okay, that's the rarest thing I can get from it. Wow. Oh wow. Unfortunately, I didn't get actually what I wanted from this, but blimey. So I might need to leave here anyway to alch these things. I don't know what to do with the Dragonstone. They are so rare and so good. I'm not exactly going to be using them anytime soon, but I need to think about whether I'm going to ever get them again. What? Because once I get a looting bag, this isn't a problem. But for now, it's a real consideration on inventory space. Yeah, I need to have a think about what to do with these, but in general, I want to keep some of them. I'll alch these 3. Don't need these. I think about a diamond necklace. The tooth half, I don't think I need, but I'll just sell to the shop. So I've given it some thought about what I'm actually going to do with all of these items. So in terms of inventory space, I've decided that we're going to be dropping the spirit flake. We're going to be dropping the tooth half of the key. We're going to be keeping the dragonstones, obviously. And we're going to use the gold bar, the opal, and the topaz for crafting XP. But in the meantime, I'm going to go to Ardoon so I can get some alchs and get rid of the last of these items. This is a new day on this clip. I spent some time thinking about stuff yesterday. I realised I made a big mistake about the Tome of Water that I got rid of. So, on one hand, Tome of Water is actually really good. I didn't realise quite how useful it was. It's effectively an infinite stack of water runes on an account where I'd pretty much always be carrying around water runes, which is helpful in of itself, and then obviously a nice damage accuracy boost when I use offensive spells. So it actually gives me a really good offhand weapon. I shouldn't have turned in the book for GP, because if you turn it into the Angler, the Spirit Angler, a spare book you can get 25 pages for, which is crazy. I only got 45 overall. So it would have been a massive boost to how many pages I could have had. But it is what it is. The other mistake that I've made is that I think I need to use these mossy keys pretty fast. The idea right now is I want to get rid of all these inventory spaces so that I can go and just kill those hill giants. One of the benefits of having the Tome of Water is that I'll always have a teleport to Ardoon, and because I always have a teleport to Ardoon, I can always get to Port Sarim, which lets me get to Pest Control. And Pest Control has a rune shop, which lets me buy all of the other normal type runes, the elemental runes, so air, earth, water, blah blah blah, so I can get to any city from Ardoon for free as long as I have 2 lore runes now because of the Tome of Water. It's actually very nice, and it obviously doesn't take up an inventory slot if I'm equipping it. But I'm going to go get rid of all these gems first, and then we'll go get rid of these bars, and then we'll get rid of the planks and the nails. And first we need to pick up a chisel, and then we'll need to go pick up a mold. A chisel. So we're going to start using the topazes. There's nothing I can particularly do with topazes, so I'm just going to cut them and drop them. I'm not really sure what really the goal actually is for crafting, but it's high. I think it's like 80 for a glory, really, honestly. There's not really anything in between. 56 or 55 for a Dragonstone ring, but I don't think I want that. 72 for a Dragonstone necklace. I think that's actually a pretty good goal. It's quite the goal. 800,000 XP. Anyway, that was the last inventory of gold bars. I swapped to amulets in the end because they were 5 XP more than the bracelets I was doing. So they got me 2.2k crafting XP, a lot of those items, which is not a lot, but it's something. I got 2 crafting levels, which is again nice. And now I'm going to do something a bit different. Again, I've not done this content before on my main, so I'm a bit new to it, but I know it exists, and I know it could possibly be quite good, which is actually construction contracts, and see whether they're actually feasible on the account. One thing I need to do first, though, is that you do need steel bars for some construction contracts, but I have a plan. Yes, brilliant, we can get a pickaxe. So the plan is, within the city walls there are enough rocks to actually make steel bars, and you might be wondering how, because aren't the only sources of mining outside the city walls? And you would be right, but you would be wrong. So if you go down to the sewers where I was training on zombies, there is actually 5 iron and 5 coal down here, and obviously I can get some nature runes to superheat them. So if I stack up about 50 nature runes, then what it will mean is that when I go down to get the steel bars, I'll be able to make, well, steel bars. And I can keep a few of them on me whilst I'm doing the construction contracts. I don't really know how construction contracts work too much yet. I've just looked now, and if I can just do them in R2, then that would be perfect. But I imagine, I did them briefly in RS3 for a while, and I think they're quite similar. So I imagine that you will have to dot between cities, but I'll make another clip when I get to that. So for the first contract, I actually have to start them here with Amy. Brilliant, Ardoon, perfect. I looked at the wiki, the only one I shouldn't be able to do is in Hesidius, but I can't actually get to Hesidius in any way. Like, the game doesn't let me like use anything to do with Hesidius, like I can't move my house there, blah blah blah, so I'm hoping that the contract will also avoid it. But yeah, we're gonna go get the steel bars now. I think I'll get 3 at a time, do them first, and if the contract would be, if I need a steel bar and I have none, then I'll come get 3 more. But this will take probably quite a while with a bronze pickaxe, but I don't really have anything else. Okay, I'm running into my first problem already, which is that I have such little inventory space if I do it like this, so I'm going to drop the runes and just go pick them up as I need them. If I need to go to a different city, I'll just go to Port Sarim, go to pest control to pick them up. I have to literally go to the bank every time I do anything here, so hopefully this should give me a little bit more. Perfect. Ah, good. So we've done one. Oh, and then he gives me my run energy back. Look at that, brilliant. Oh, and we get points. Amazing. Maybe it is okay then. And I'll just go, so let's just go see what happens when I pick up the next one. It's a shame that I have to wear this rune. I really should have come here before. I should have thought about clearing my inventory space. Falador. Okay, so I do need to go to pick up runes. This is a very weird way of actually getting to places. And there we go. South of the fountain in Falador. Brilliant. Okay, so I just finished a load of contracts. I did all the novice ones, so I could use it up the oak planks, but basically I wouldn't. There's a chance that I'll do the next contract and I'd run out of planks, so I'm just finishing them off in my house. So there we go. It's 38 construction as well. We're doing quite well. And now we're going to carry on with the regular ones. Oh, I've also just noticed actually that we don't need nails for this. I think these planks actually should get me where I want to get to, which is kind of crazy to think about how far off I was with them. Also, I've not had any Hesidius ones in 10 contracts so far. So actually having not unlocked Zia seems... Whoops, or South Boulevard. Seems to have really benefited the account because I don't have... There's, fewer places I can get these contracts. Ah, okay, so I've actually just hit Hesidius for the first time, which is interesting because I don't actually... That's the first time in 17 contracts that I've hit it, which means I would be stuck. Time to employ my strategy, I think. So what I'll do is teleport to Ardoon and we'll make our way over to the docks. And we'll go to Brimhaven so that we're able to take a charter ship to Port Sarim. And we'll try and talk to Vios. There we go. Brilliant. So the plan then should just be that we can move our house there. Brilliant. It does work. So I'll go to Varrock so that I can get a Earth Rune. So this is our way into Zia. We won't need to make exceptions, I think. Because I've had another thought. Essentially, once I can teleport to Kourend, which I can get to by, I can walk to Priscarilius to Arceus, which means I can do the library, which means I can unlock the Kourend teleport. I can then go into the catacombs. But if you look at where these catacombs actually pop up, literally right in Shazian. This one is right in Loverkinge. Oh, and we can get to Forthos dungeon as well. That's really cool. But it also means we should be able to complete the quests here anyway, because I think we can actually do them within the city bounds anyway. We just have to get there, which I've managed to do by moving my house there. So we'll go to Kourend. Look at this. We're in Kourend. There's so much stuff we can do here. It's great. Kourend is quite a big place, or Hosidius particularly. That encapsulates the tithe farm as well. There's vinery over here. We get magic trees, fruit stalls. But I'm here for construction contracts. Oh, there we go. That is... Oh, I didn't get a pop-up. 42 construction. Yay! So I actually kind of need 47 now though, because that's the next goal. So we need another 45k. I'm exactly halfway, so I'm definitely not got enough to finish this, but I'll make some progress towards it, I guess. So I'm just on my way to doing my next contract. I thought I'd stop off at the allotment patch to actually do the first bit of raking, and to obviously just drop off the tools in the tool leprechaun, which I bought at the market up here, just over there. So I've also thought about this seaweed a lot, and I think I'm going to drop it because it's not going to be efficient. And the whole point is it's supposed to be efficient to have it. There we go. That's my last lot of construction done. There are my planks. So that's us done. So here we are. The next plan is actually to do something with the agility arena. Yeah, so the goal with construction, as you saw in the video, changed halfway through actually doing it. My initial plan was just to train agility with clockwork mice, but I realised that I could actually just do the agility arena in Brimhaven. So my new construction goal actually became the costume room, as it will let me store all these really useful outfits in my house. So anyway, yeah, that's where we're going to leave it this episode. We've gained a lot of progress towards the construction goal, although obviously not quite hit it. But we're going to take a pause on construction next episode and go and do agility, and also work on the combat stats with the fish that we have from Temporos. So thank you very much for watching this episode, guys. Please leave a comment, like or subscribe, all that jazz if you can, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.